Jeez, would you quit trying to take on everything on your own? You don't have to. All I'm trying to say is you don't have to be some kind of island. You're doing just fine. But I want you to take more time. Take more time to appreciate yourself. Maybe I'm a bit hard on you, but it's only because I need to be. If nobody is, you're just going to work yourself into the ground. So take some time and appreciate yourself. You're a beautiful, wonderful person, and you're my sugar. Don't you forget that. Even if I might be doting, you know that I'm right. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this because you need to. Somebody needs to tell you. And if you didn't get it, maybe you'd get it if I told you again. Jeez. What am I gonna do with you? You make it so easy to worry, but it's only because I care. I missed you, by the way. I know maybe this is a bad time for that, but I figure it's never a bad time to catch up. You understand how much you mean to me, don't you? If I didn't care, I wouldn't be lecturing you like this. You're right. I can't always dote on you, and I do trust you. I just don't know where and when I can trust the world. I'll be honest with you. I trust you just fine most of the time and in most subjects, but I don't trust the world. It's a nasty place with a lot of nasty people. And maybe that's a bit shrewd to say, but I've seen a lot of it myself, and I don't want you to have to go through it. I realize sometimes I must sound like a broken record, but this is for your own good. What am I talking like this? I'm taking after my mom. She was doting with me. Way too doting even. As for you, I don't think you realize it's not just about you. Sure, it's like you're the main character of your own life. But there's definitely supporting cast that cares about you. I want to be the deuterologist to your protagonist. I don't just want this to be a one-shot poem. I want to make it a series. I want you to feel loved, safe, and everything in between, but the only way I can do that is if you accept the fact that you're worth it. I don't know how many times I've said it, but I'll say it a million more. I wouldn't do any of this if I didn't care. I'm only here in this moment, holding you in my arms because I care, because I want it to be a moment that lasts forever. I don't just want it to be a moment that you can forget about. I want every moment we're together to be something you can never forget even if you try to. And maybe that's a selfish desire, but I just don't care. I don't care. And I'll be as selfish as I need to be to get you to understand to treat yourself better. Especially if it means that we'll get more time together. I know. Selfish as selfish does. And I've still got a lot of things to learn. But this is a good start. At least if I can look after myself, maybe then I can look after you. You're always saying how you want to do more for me. Then do more for yourself. Be as selfish as you need to be. I may not be able to promise you the world, but I can at least promise you I'll never go anywhere without you. Anywhere you can't follow. Come here. It's just that easy. You don't have to shoulder all this on your own. And I think you misunderstand. I'm not even trying to talk to you like I know things better because I don't. I just worry about you. And I want you to be able to care. Not just about me, but you too. It's not just a matter of my selfish desires. Well, maybe it is. But even if I'm being selfish, I won't ask for forgiveness, and I won't stop. You agreed to date me. You agreed to be a big part of my life. You agreed to be my other half. So how could I just watch you treat yourself this way? Of course I can't. But don't think, even for a second, that I lost sight of what we're founded in. Love. True, sweet love. That's all I want for us. But you need to love yourself sometimes. And that's why I decided to dedicate today to appreciating you. Maybe it's spoiling you, but I got a little jealous last time when we were having the class reunion. I know it's only been 5 years. It seems like it was yesterday. But still, you were the club manager. And I still can't believe we went through it all. We managed to get through those hellish college years and make it to here. I know we still haven't graduated, but we've gone most of the way through, and I'm proud of us for that. There's been struggles, sure. There's been things that made me question life, things that made me question my entire dedication to this. But it was all worth it because I had you with me, because I had a true reason for trying. Sometimes I really wonder, am I really doing the right thing? And then I really think about it. I think about all the things I could do, and I try and single out the best one. I know it's not perfect. It never could be, and I don't want to be perfect, even if I could be. That's good enough for me, just to be myself. I just want you to view yourself as someone valid to be. I look up to you. Sometimes. Believe it or not. We might be in our 20s, but it doesn't change the facts. I love you. And I always want more of you, and you really don't know when to quit. I never said I was complaining. Dummy. You always try and silence me. Like that. I can't help it. I'm always gonna speak my mind. And if speaking my mind gets me in trouble, then so be it. I'd gladly bear that trouble. That's not the kind of... That's not what I meant. Of course, anyways, we gotta make our date count. So let's make something of it. Daylight's burning. Would you like to hold my hand? I had to. And give you my biggest smile, too. If I didn't do that, could I really say those words were the truth? I'm glad you can see the determination in my eyes. I won't back down. It doesn't matter. Even if I have to stand up to you, or anyone, even if I have to protect you, this kiss is a promise. Whoa. I just didn't know kisses could be so dangerous. It's nothing. Now let's get going. I'm not distracting you. I just want more of you. But you knew that already. Dummy. You're my sugar. The one and only sweetness I need in my life. And even if I could have all the others, they'd just be artificial sweeteners compared to you. Was that perhaps too cheesy? It's sweet. Now who's the one being extra? You... I'm not blushing. It's nothing like that. You got the wrong idea. Clearly. It's nothing like that. Now let's get going. So I blushed. Are you going to make fun of me for it? Then there's nothing else to be said. But why do you got that smile on your face? No, of course I love to see you smile. You know why I'm concerned. Concern isn't the right word. It's more to say I'm not sure. You make me feel so many things so easily. And then to have such a carefree, yet mischievous smile. You've clearly got something planned. We'll see who has the last laugh. We're going to compete today. I just haven't decided how. So you better be on your guard. I think you misunderstand. The amount I care about you. I could probably write novels back to back for the rest of my life just about you. That's how much you've made me feel. But that's a really cliched example. Look, the point is simple. I want to make today about you. I know maybe sometimes I get carried away, but I might as well get carried away in the right direction. The way I see it, there isn't going to be another direction if you don't start cherishing yourself. I know it's easy to just say fuck it and just go. Just vibing through life. But if you don't give yourself the care that you need, if you don't take care of your self-care as well, how am I going to have somebody to enjoy my life with? I'm gonna be honest with you. I never went into this expecting it to end. And I never wanted to. So let's live until we're sick of it. I want to live a long life with you. And I never want to get sick of it. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I don't want our time to be cheap. I don't want you to just skip past my words and blank out. Forgetful moments. I want it to be something you're proud of, that you're proud to be a part of. Anything less isn't good enough. And maybe I'm a perfectionist for that, but I don't care. I'd gladly face it. My insecurities, my faults. And I'd do it again and again for you. And for myself. 'Cause you taught me how to love myself. Now it's my turn to teach you too. Are you sure I don't get on your nerves? Somehow I knew you'd say that. You always make all the exceptions for me. And I'm not saying it's not sweet. It is. It's sweeter than sweet. It's sweet to the point where it's intimidating, you know. Because I'm not sure how to react. And cutely. What do you mean I react cutely? I want you to take me serious. I'm not just some kind of joke and... No. I get it. I guess it's just hard to come to grips with. But you do take me serious. Because I'm used to people not. There's been a lot of times I've been put to the side. And I understand it's nothing personal, but it still hurts. And deep, deep down, I think to myself, will you do the same? And I remind myself that it's just stupid thoughts. Doubts don't have any point, especially when we're this close. That's why I swat them away, but I share them with you too. Whenever there's a doubt that I can't handle, I go right to you. It's relying on each other. And I think you need to learn how to rely on me more. I want to be more than cute to you. I don't just want it to be this or that. A selective relationship isn't good enough. I might be spoiled, but I do want more. And maybe you got the greediest boyfriend in the world. But I'll never apologize for that. Because I believe my greed is the right path. If it leads me to more kisses with you. To more times that I can make your heart race. And more times when I get to steal the show and get your focus all on me. I know what I'm asking is greedy. I know damn well. But I have to be greedy because I want you to take me serious. I have to admit it. Sometimes it seems like you admire me. Like you're admiring me as a fan instead of as my lovely sugar, the love of my life. Don't make fun of me for... Yeah, I said love too many times, but you understand what I'm saying, don't you? I want you to depend on me. I want to be a reliable man. I don't just want you to exist in this plateau where our relationship stays as it is. I don't want you to give everything without getting anything in return. I know I don't just slack on it. That's not what this is about. I mean that I get jealous of the fact that you seem to pamper me, but when I try and do it to you, you never believe you deserve it. And it's my job to prove to you. Why would I do all this if I didn't think you were worth it? You are worth my time. You're worth every moment. And I'd gladly sacrifice everything I have if it meant being with you forever. What don't you understand, sugar? You're my love for a reason. Won't you at least consider yourself my equal? It may take some time, and I've got patience. And that's what today and many other days are for. I know that food in the place we went was just kind of okay. Sorry, I tried a new place and... You might be right. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. I sometimes do the same thing. I think about it. I think I might not be worthy of you, but that's only because there's no excuse. Maybe we're fine just the way we are. Even if both of us have problems with our self-image, our self-view. It doesn't make us bad people, but I still want to work on it. Together. Together, then. I love you, sugar. And your kiss really does drive me insane. How am I supposed to focus with this? You make it so intense. I think about it every time I'm away. Every time you disappear. Every time life takes us in different directions. And I hate that. I hate that it does. I refuse to let life draw us apart. I've been worried about it since the start, and that's part of why I've tried to work on this. That's part of why I've tried to make you care more for yourself, because I'm worried about that. Don't you see? If I lose you, I can't even think about it without tearing up. That's how special you are to me. That's why I can't back down on this. Because if I did, Who'd be there to fight for you? That's why I can't let you go. Because I understand. Life is stinky and terrible and bad. And even if we make it better, sometimes it can be tough and heavy. And that's exactly why I want to bear half the burden. I'd bear more if I could, so much that it would break my own back. Yet, I know you'd never let me do that. And I'd never let you do that either. It's about the passion we both have for each other. I want to share that, and some date we've gone 5 steps out of our house and got some food, but I hope I didn't let you down. You're always quite a brute about it. In the best ways. I don't mind. That's not what I'm saying. You just embarrassed me. That doesn't mean I'm ashamed. I'd never be ashamed. No matter what you do. It's because I love you. Way more than anything. If you remember nothing else from today, I want you to remember that you're everything to me. Even if I could have more, I wouldn't, because it wouldn't be you. I'm trying to say you're more than good enough. It's the truth, and I want to do more than say it. I want to prove it with my time, with my heart, with everything I stand for. I wish I was more talented at words. I wish a lot of things. But what wishing won't do is get me those things that I want to be. They won't make me the man that deserves to be with you. Only time and passion and everything I've got could ever amount to that. I love you. Kissing you feels like a dream, and it makes me smile. No matter what mood I'm in. That's a power only you have. But I'm sure glad you have it. I wish sometimes you could see through my eyes. Because then maybe, just maybe, you'd be able to see how breathtaking you are. Instead of always seeing those faults, you're more than good enough. You're the best. It doesn't matter if someone does something better than you, because they're not you. They're not good enough. Because all I want is you, dummy. If that ever makes me a bad man, then you're free to be my judge. But I won't have you being alone, even if it costs me everything. I know that the world's not always a nice place, but we can make a small place for us, for our happiness. That's gotta matter too. But you understood that from the start, didn't you? You understood what I wanted to do. It's like you're a mind reader. But sometimes you can be so dense too. I just want a balance. I guess I failed at the date, but I won't apologize for it. Instead, I'll make up with everything I've got. You're looking extra cute right now. You know that? I didn't expect it, but you can look even cuter when you smile. Just like that. From the heart. Won't you let me spoil you just a bit more? Maybe I'm spoiled with you. And maybe I just don't care. Because I'm happy. And if you're happy in my arms, if my kisses mean just as much to you, then who's to stop us and say we can't be happy just the way we are? It goes without saying, doesn't it? There's a good reason why you make me so nervous. Because I can't keep composure when it's the love of my life. You're not just a love. You're not just my sugar. You're every bit of sweetness I ever wanted in my life. And I'm never going to say goodbye. I'm never going to get over you. And I'm never going to stop cherishing every single moment I get with you. And maybe I'm spoiled to a fault. And maybe I smile too much, to the point where I wonder if it ever gets annoying. But even if I do, I can never apologize. Never, ever. If I did, I wouldn't be me anymore. And as you know, if I'm never going to leave you, I can never change like that. Being better is different. But this, sometimes, maybe I do need to shut up and speak with my accent. But we're right here. Aren't you worried? Nervous even? You dummy. But you're still my sugar. And I'm glad you are. If it weren't for you, No. I won't think of that. I never will. And you can focus on the now. You can focus on this right here. Kissing you is a dream. And while I'd like my actions to stand out more, you still don't get it, do you? You don't have to be anything. Nowhere near what your expectations are. You just have to keep sticking by my side. That's all I've ever wanted. Nothing in this world matters to me more. It's that, plain and simple. You don't need to complicate it. I promise I'm not a hard man to please. Do you feel happy that I want you to? That I need you to? That I'm every bit as much in love with you as you are with me? It took you long enough to notice. Seriously. You always want to put yourself down. But I realized something today. That we both might be very stubborn. And that it's okay if we are. We don't have to be anything in particular. As long as we can hold each other in our arms. As long as we can feel our hearts beating as one. As long as I can make you a blushing mess. Was that perhaps too direct? Too bad then. 'Cause I won't take it back. I'm not about to go back on something I believe, and making you blush is fun. At least when you're not the one taking all my blushes. You give me so much. And I sometimes don't know how to handle you. But I think it's that mystery that might just be the best part. You just don't get it, do you? Sugar, I'm serious. You have to understand how much you're good enough. How everything you do, it's perfect to me. I'm not saying you can do no wrong, but I am saying that you do so much more good. I guess it's the only way I know how to make you understand me. And if you don't understand me, how will I ever express my love? I'll make you understand. Because I love you. What's not to love about you? You're gorgeous, Sugar. And you've got a heart that practically warms mine. If I wanted someone else, then I would get them. But I don't. So how are you gonna face my feelings? Let's talk, right? My feelings. Look at you. Holding back so much. Don't. These arms are made for you. Can't you understand that? If I didn't want you, Sugar, then why would I kiss you like this? Why would I hold you closer than I've ever held anyone? Why would I make you mine over and over again? The answer's simple. You're everything I want and more. Now why don't I prove that? With action. Right here. This way I can cuddle you even more. The taste of your skin. It just makes me even more in love. As well as the way your breath quivers like mine. I love you so much. I need you. Don't blame me if I get carried away here. If anything, it would be your fault, right? I can blame you for this one time, right? Just relax, and we can cuddle even closer. You're so adorable. Beyond adorable. I'd even wager to say you're adorkable sometimes. Of course you are. You're perfect. Just like this. In my arms. Where no one else can interfere. In truth, I get quite jealous. And this is the only way I know how to solve that jealousy. To make you mine. I love you. Won't you be mine for the rest of eternity? Cliched line. I'm sure you've heard it before, but mine is different. Mine is sealed in a kiss. Just be mine already. I know I'm demanding. But even if I am, I won't stop. Because there's nothing for me if I stop. And you're everything to me. Oh, come on. You don't actually think I could get tired of you, do you? In what world? You should know more than anyone. My time is precious, but it's yours. Every second of it. That won't change, and you can't lose that, my love. You're my sugar, my sweetheart. And if I could give more of my life to make our time even more special, I'd do it over and over again. Just know, perfection is boring. You're doing your best, and I can see that. Just look at you compared to when we first met. You're a completely different person. In a good way. In a way, you're still the same person I met. In the best ways. You make me smile and laugh almost every day. And even when I think things won't get better, you always prove that they will. You always give me that light of hope, and I want to give it to you for once. There's so much, baby. So much I want to say. So much I still want to do. Won't you give me a chance to? The way I see it, the only way we'll have enough time is if we don't waste our time. And I won't waste a single kiss. I never said they'd all be on the lips. Forehead kisses are valid. And you look like you needed one. Not good enough? Fine. One on the lips just for you. But make sure you don't get in that habit of misunderstanding me. Hey, are you making fun of me? I swear, blink and I'll miss it. But you sure are sly. That confidence you have with me, at least sometimes, it gives me a lot of hope. At least then, if you can be confident with me, you can be confident in yourself. Maybe it won't be instant. No, I know it won't. But at least you can work towards it. If you build that confidence, I think you'd be even cuter. I want to know. What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take for me to see you? When I'm not spacing out. Hey. It feels like you're not taking me serious again. Or is that just you being mischievous? Sometimes I can't tell. But right now, you sure don't know when to... Surprise kisses are illegal. So, I only did one. You know what? Fine. Kiss me as much as you want. But just don't expect me not to play some games on you. If you're gonna play tricks on me, then I'll play tricks on you too. There's no stopping me. And for good reason. If I were to stop, you'd get the upper hand every time. I can't let this relationship get that one-sided. I mean, look at me already. You have way too much power, and I'm here to wrestle it from your grasp. Don't be sad when you lose, though. Clearly, I'm gonna win. Oh, really? You think you're gonna beat me? How? In what way? You know what? Fine. We'll settle this the old-fashioned way. We'll get to the bottom of this by getting to the bottom of... What? You can't just... Sometimes I wonder if you're actually paying attention to me. That smile and giggle, you aren't, are you? I'm just rambling to myself. And yet somehow I can't be mad at it. You've got a way with things. How do you make me feel like this? Even still, even now. You really do have some kind of magic. Care to explain yourself? No? Then I'll just have to wrestle it out of you. with a few more kisses?